Every single day you wait to put your money to work, inflation is quietly eating away at the purchasing power of the cash sitting in your wallet, making you poorer while the world's wealthiest individuals use that same time to compound their fortunes. You might think you need a massive windfall or a six-figure salary to play the game of Wall Street, but that is a lie that keeps the middle class stuck. Mark Zuckerberg didn't start with a multi-billion-dollar empire. He started with a dorm room project and a relentless philosophy of moving fast and breaking things. When we look at the early days of Facebook, the strategy wasn't about having all the capital in the world. It was about capturing the network effect and reinvesting every single ounce of growth back into the vision. You can apply that exact same high-growth mindset to your own life starting today with just $100. Most people in America are waiting for the perfect moment to invest, but on Money Facts USA, we know that the perfect moment was yesterday, and the second best moment is right now. If you have $100, you have enough to buy a piece of the most powerful companies on the planet. Thanks to the rise of fractional shares and zero commission trading in the U.S. financial system, the barrier to entry has officially been demolished. Think about the way Zuckerberg approached the acquisition of Instagram. He saw a massive trend, he acted decisively, and he didn't let the price tag deter him because he understood the long-term value of being in the game. When you take your first $100 and put it into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund or a total market ETF, you are essentially doing the same thing. You are acquiring a basket of the 500 largest publicly traded companies in America, from tech giants to energy leaders, and you are letting their collective innovation build your wealth. I want you to realize that the U.S. tax code is actually designed to reward people who think like owners rather than just consumers. By opening a Roth IRA, which is a tax-advantaged retirement account available to most working Americans, you can contribute that $100 after tax and let it grow completely tax-free for the rest of your life. Imagine the compounding power of $100 invested today that never has to be shared with the IRS when you withdraw it in your 60s. That is the kind of strategic thinking that separates the wealthy from the crowd. On Money Facts USA, we focus on these leverage points because the math doesn't lie. If you automate a $100 contribution every month into a diversified portfolio, you aren't just saving money. You are building a money-making machine that works while you sleep, just like the algorithms that power social media. The biggest risk you face in the current U.S. economy isn't a market dip or a temporary correction. It is the risk of doing nothing. Zuckerberg famously said that the only strategy guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. In a world where the cost of living is rising and the future of Social Security is a constant debate, the real danger is relying on a single stream of income. You need to start looking at your $100 as a workforce. Every dollar is a soldier that you are sending out to bring back more dollars. When you buy fractional shares through a reputable U.S. brokerage, you are getting the same percentage returns as a billionaire holding the same stock. If the stock goes up 10%, your $10 grows at the same rate as their $10 million. The percentage is the great equalizer. A lot of people get distracted by the noise of get-rich-quick schemes or the latest meme stock craze, but the Zuckerberg-inspired path is about building a platform for your life. It's about being data-driven and consistent. You don't need to be a coding genius to understand that compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Here at Money Facts USA, we believe in the power of the American investor. You have access to the most liquid and transparent markets in history right from your smartphone. Whether you choose a robo-advisor to handle the diversification for you, or you manually pick a few blue-chip stocks to hold for the next decade, the act of starting is the most important financial decision you will ever make. Don't let the simplicity of $100 fool you into thinking it isn't powerful. Small inputs, when scaled over time with the right frequency, create massive outputs. That is the fundamental law of software, and it is the fundamental law of finance. Take that $100, move fast, and break the cycle of financial stagnation today.